want you to master, I call it the power 5. First is decision. How are you making your decisions? Every day, I want it to be a decision of what your day is going to be. Like, you got to make a significant, like, I'm going to crush today. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen, you know? And whatever that means for you to motivate yourself, I want you to do, okay? Whether it's music, whether it's just talking, you know, whatever it is. I want you to get your mind like an athlete. Like, you're a mental athlete, and you get locked in on the day. Like, your day is like the playing field, okay? And what type of decisions are you making? And here's the way I look at it. If we're not operating at a 10 out of 10, we might as well take the day off. Like, if you're tired, that's fine. No problem. Like, take the day off, because you're better off. You're better off re-energizing than giving a effort. So I'd rather take the day off. And there'd be times that I'm like, I know I'm not here. I'm not present. And I would tell my assistant, I'm like, listen, you got to cancel my appointments. I mean, because they're not getting the best version of me. I like doing a lot of sprints. So I'll go 30 days hard, then I take a break. Or I may go 45 days hard, take a break, you know. And that's how you'll create the best results that I've discovered, you know, because anybody can stay locked in for a short period of time. And then you stay locked in with your decision, and then you'll say, okay, maybe I'm going, I mean, you guys have a lot of choices, everyone does, where you could go, okay, to re-energize. But decision, and you've got to look at it, because your decisions are creating your self-image. The decisions you're making. See, image is an important thing, and that's part of the Power 5, because our image is a direct mental picture by not just what we're thinking, but by how we're behaving. So if we have bad behaviors, you know, we've got to shift them. So it's impacting our image. And so I want you guys to have this kick-ass image. Like, no matter what you touch turns to gold. You know, that's what confidence is. Confidence isn't like you need to know how to do something. It's being able to understand you'll figure it out. That's confidence, okay? Then we've already talked about standard. We want to master living your standard. Not just thinking about standard, but living it. Like being congruent with that. Like being completely congruent in your lives. And as you do that, it's going to be effortless. It's going to be so effortless, and you're going to feel so worthy of the good you desire. And you're not going to shame yourself saying, oh my God, I can't believe that. Is it okay that I pay for this? Is it okay? I want you to pay for a lot more. You know, I want you to have the best because you deserve it. Like my mentor used to always tell me, well, what are you working so hard for? You know, you've got to celebrate yourself. And then we talk about discipline. Now, discipline, I will tell you this. The 5 is decision, standard, discipline, attitude, and image. Now, I'm going to show you something, because this is the thing people have the most trouble with, is discipline. They say, I start stuff, I never finish it. You know, I say I'm going to get fit, I never do, okay? See, discipline is the key to action, but I'm going to give you discipline in a different definition in a moment. I want you to think about, what can you do with your culture, with your business, with your personal life if you had an unwavering level of discipline? Now, discipline is thinking what you want no matter what. Okay? It's being able to, you know, like, okay, no, that's a shit thought. I don't accept it. Okay? And we want to understand our thoughts are so powerful, they penetrate time and space immediately. So this is where we've got to get, if I could tell you, if you want me to change your life in one moment, it's this. Get really good at accepting and rejecting ideas. Like I'm telling you, that is the deal. Okay? But think about this. How would your life look if you had an unwavering, relentless level of self-discipline? And then what could you achieve? It's limitless what you could achieve. I can't even begin to tell you what you could achieve. Okay, but here's the part I want you to look at. Discipline is a constant human awareness of the need for action. Like we know we need to act, like we know that. But it's a conscious act when we get an idea and we implement it into action. That's discipline. So you say, I'm going to do X, but you act on it. You don't just say it, you act on it. Like, I'm going to live my standard today. You're consciously raising the bar, okay? Now, if our awareness and implementation occur at the same time, that's when we master discipline. So let me give it to you a different way. If time passes between you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, that's procrastination, not discipline. And that's what I want you to understand. Now, let me go into a different one on attitude, okay? Because this is the one that is going to be a little fun for me. Okay, so I want you to look at this. You have an attitude towards everything. Now, I want you to ask yourself, what is my attitude towards money? So I'm going to give you a couple questions. How does it feel when you lose money? Do you dwell on it or you let it go right away? And then how does it feel when I receive money? Do I push it away or do I say, no, you keep it? Or do I open my heart to it? I want you to look at all of these and score yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, okay? Honest answers. So, like right now, I literally want you to do this. And there's a reason. I want you to think about your attitude towards money. Scale it 1 to 10. Then I want you to look at your attitude towards yourself. 1 to 10. What is my attitude towards myself? Am I kind to myself? Do I love myself? Do I shame myself? Let's look at what it is. Then we say, what is my attitude for selling myself, selling my idea, product, or service, which is your restaurant, but right now we're just talking ideas, okay? Selling myself on what type of ideas every day that I can implement, okay? Then we look at 1 to 10, what type of actions am I taking? Am I taking actions like the person I want to become, or am I taking actions because that's what I've always done? Am I operating with a certain level of swagger when I'm taking action? Because I want you to have some swagger to you. You know, and it's not something we speak about. It's something we transfer with our energy, with confidence, with the essence of who we are, okay? It's not me telling you I have swagger. It's like people want to be around you. You're contagious. Your energy is contagious, okay? That's an attitude. Then we look at our attitude on health. What is my attitude towards health? Do I give it attention? Do I care? 1 to 10. And then we look at our attitude towards accepting ideas. Do I accept them right away or do I waffle? Do I say I got to think about it, I got to sleep on it? Or do I trust myself so explicitly that I know what every idea, like for me, every idea, whether it's a thought or anything, is does it expand me or contract me? It's never about the money. It's never about the outside reward. It's about does it expand me? You know, when we come from expansion, we're coming from wholeness. And the man or woman who needs nothing is going to receive so much abundance. Okay? And then the last one is what is my attitude towards discipline? Now, here's where the fun comes. Okay? Now, I want you to look at your results towards money. And then I want you to look at the number you gave it. Are they accurate? Because the results always tell the truth. And then we look at our results towards action. And then look at your number. Did you over or under score yourself? See, when we start looking at these, we're going to get a huge awareness of really where our opportunity is to solve our own problems within ourselves. My life changed so dramatically when I changed my attitude. Like I thought I had a good attitude. Like I was always optimistic. But boy, was I going the wrong way in scarcity and shaming. You know, I had to work on that. I had to do the inside work. I had to go to the interior. You know, but what happens to a lot of people, they'll tell me, oh, I've got a great attitude towards this. Then I'll do this exercise. I've actually never done this until this week. This just came in my awareness, but I think it's such a great accountability exercise. So we could see it, so we could start working on them. And I don't want you to work on all of them at once. If you just start with the one that's most pressing to you, for me, it's always yourself. Mm-hmm. So if we put this in front of us, we're going to understand that. Okay?